All right, you see presented here the formula for converting Celsius temperatures to Fahrenheit temperatures. Fahrenheit is what I want, so that is what it is equal to. You have the F equals, Fahrenheit equals. You also see the letter C, that represents the Celsius temperature, which you do know. It'll be given to you in the problem today. You see a fraction in front of the C. Anytime I have a coefficient in front of a variable, that means that I'm supposed to multiply. So I'll multiply that improper fraction of 9/5 times whatever my C or Celsius temperature is. And then finally you'll see where we are adding 32. You should recognize 32 as the base number difference between Celsius temperature, freezing point of water, and Fahrenheit temperature, freezing point of water. So that's how our formula has been derived. What we're going to do is take each part of the formula and work it through step by step, one frame at a time. So when you watch the whole video, you'll see one problem converted. All right, when we take a look at this frame, we'll see the same formula starting at the top. And then you have been given the Celsius temperature of 25 degrees. We're going to substitute that 25 degrees into the formula. You'll notice that in green. I've just taken the C out of the formula and replaced it with the 25 degrees. In this frame, you'll see the same formula where we left off on the previous slide. We've replaced the C with the 25 for 25 degrees Celsius. On the second step, I've shown the 25 as an improper fraction. You have to have fractions in order to multiply fractions. So then I have reduced before multiplying as shown in the green. So I've slashed 5 to make it 1 and 25 to make it 5 to show that we've reduced our fraction before we multiply. All right, on this frame, you'll see we're at the top back to where we left off on the previous frame where we had reduced before we multiplied. You'll see on the second line where we have actually done the multiplying. 9 times 5 is 45, shown in green, and then we still need to add 32. On the final line, we have our final Fahrenheit temperature of 77 degrees by adding the 45 and the 32. Taking a look at text page 207, let's do number 1A together. And it reads, the bank sign gave the outside temperature as 30 degrees Celsius. What was the temperature in Fahrenheit? So we're going to take our formula and write it down first. Everyone should start with the formula every single time. You need to get in the habit of writing that formula, even if you think you're going to remember it, regardless. Because when you move on to using formulas for math and science in middle school, you'll need to always represent that formula before you actually begin the problem. So next I'm going to show in green because I'm making changes to that original formula. So I say F for Fahrenheit equals 9/5, and instead of writing C, I'm going to write that 30 from the problem. So 30 degrees Celsius plus the 32 at the end. On my next line, I have, that was sloppy. I have F equals 9/5, and this time I'm going to put 30 over 1 to show that I'm multiplying a fraction times a fraction and finish out my formula. Now I'm going to reduce before I multiply. So if I divide by 5, I've got 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 30 divided by 5 is 6. Now on the next line, I have F equals 9 times 6, 54. Still adding the 32 last. My order of operations tells me that I have to do the multiplication before I can do the addition. All right, I'm running out of room here, but F equals, and 54 plus 32 is going to be 86. want to finish that with my degree. Simple, because I always want to put a label.